Alright guys, so now that we've spoken on knowing what pairs you're going to trade, now is the time to basically know what times you're going to trade, right? So depending on what pairs you trade or whatever commodity or whatever equity or whatever anything you want to trade, now is when you got to understand when that moves the most, right? And that's based off of session, which is either New York, London, in the Asian session, and all that, etc., etc., etc. So you guys get the point. So you guys know that I trade predominantly Euro USD and AUD USD. So I know that it's predominantly going to be moved by USD, which is why I follow DXY. And I know that DXY moves the most during the New York session. So not only that, but the Euro mainly moves in London. So predominantly I'm going to trade overlap and post overlap, which is part of New York. So as you can see here, that I basically first off highlighted the open of the week, and I highlighted every single zone that I traded, basically my trading window. And the cool thing about trading overlap is that's usually when you have the most liquidity, and that's usually when you get the best moves, right? So based off of the setups that I showed you last time, right, throughout my trading hours, I would have caught essentially 3 trades, right? Either a full-on reversal here, or a continuation here, or a continuation here, right? Notice there's more continuations over reversals, and that's something we're going to talk about in a future video. But here's the cool thing: some of the best moves happen during during my trading window, which is 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. So essentially what you want to do is you want to figure out your pairs, and you want to schedule your trading hours based on those pairs and whichever session they belong to. And you can be just like me, trade dollar pairs, use DXY and trade overlap, or you could trade London, right? I don't really recommend trading the other sessions, just because you see the most movement in New York and London. So in my opinion, basically the quote-unquote kill zone for me is anywhere from 6 to 9 a.m. That's usually when I want to see any type, even probably until like 8 a.m. honestly, because that's the 4-hour closure here. And if I don't get any type of like quote-unquote reversal for that, I'm going to pay attention to the H4 closure and probably just chase a continuation from there, just because the H4 closure is very significant, especially at that time, because at 8 a.m. now you only have 2 more H4 closures before the daily closure. So ideally what you want to do is get your trading hours, put those in your trading plan, and execute based off of those times. And also here's a little detail that I added. I actually went ahead and I recorded or looked into every single flash crash that's happened in the past decade, right? And this is basically every flash crash / every quote unquote flash crash behaviorish move that happened, which is basically some long ass wick to whatever direction and then just came back. So here we have examples: S&P, right? So this is their indices, and then your JPY and AUD flash crashes, CHF, 2 GBPs. So this last GBP, this was actually that last spike before you just see GBP start crashing. That was that spike. And then gold, this actually happened on a lot of MT4s, where you just see one long like 900 pip wick, and it basically happened in seconds. This literally happened last night. And so there's something cool that you should understand about all of these, right? They all share one similar trait, and based off of my rules, is that none of these happened within my sessions. So no flash crash would have quote unquote raped my account, because none of these happened during my session, right? And oh, you might ask me, oh, well, what if you're in a trade and then it happens after your trading hours and you're holding a swing trade? Well, more than likely, my stop loss is gonna be a break even or in profit. So this really wouldn't affect me. So this just honestly benefits a lot and adds to the fact that you should only trade during your trading windows, just because you don't want to catch a flash crash, because a flash crash will without a doubt blow your account. I don't care what you're risking, it's going to blow your account. Right? If you're trading 10, even 20 pip stop losses, that's going to mess up your account, because if you're trading pretty big stop losses, right, 20 pips, right, let's say you get a 900 pip wick and you're in drawdown the entire time, right? 900 divided by 20, that is 45. So that would have been quote unquote half of your account. But what if you risk 2%, 3%, right? 90% and then over your full account. So the possibility of you having that happen to you and blowing your account is very likely if you don't stick to your trading hours. So yeah, all this shows is why you should essentially create a plan based off of your pairs and judge your timing based off of those pairs as well, and also just stick to it. Like, yes, you can catch moves post overlap. Like, look, this happened at literally at the daily closure here. Yes, you can get moves to the upside during those times, but I'm just gonna stick to my trading times, because I don't want any of this to happen to me ever. And it helps me just keep my eyes off the chart and not just glue myself to this chart and try to trade all day, because that's a big behavior you see commonly in a lot of newer traders, is that, oh, they want to trade all day every day. Let's catch every single dollar we can. And no, it doesn't work like that. You want to create a plan, you want to stick to the plan, and you want to execute on based on the plan. So yeah, guys, just make sure you're always sticking to your trading hours. Like, I promise you, backtest this stuff. It's really going to help you.